crust is tough and the sauce is thin. But everywhere, so you gotta give in. Bona Pizza's got nothing on us, 'cause we've got 6,000 stores plus Pizza Dinosaur. Pizza Dinosaur.
Hello. I am going through a withdrawal. I'm in literal pain because I cannot listen to Nightcore music right now or Miku Hatsune, which might be the most 2007 sentence I've said in a long time. And the reason for that is I don't want to lose my 5 cents of copyright. Yuta Hikari has bankrupted me from doing the Kingdom Hearts episodes. Hello. Good day to you too. I haven't slept, so I might seem more tired than last time. It was like already like 5. Like I did nap at like 10, and I woke up at 1, and then I got up. I wrote some of my script for my next video because I was just in the mood to write. I finished it, and I'm like, well, it's 5 a.m., so I'm not gonna get that much. I'm just not gonna sleep. Now I'm here. You know me, I love this time of year. I love watch IGN employee play Sonic game badly. Hello, 6. Hello, Dinosaur. I'll sleep after this. I have to go shopping. I have to go shopping for groceries, and then I'll go to bed after that. I have a very bad schedule. Don't be like me. Practice what I preach, not as I do. That's the term. I'm binge listening to some Nightcore. Dude, I let YouTube make me a playlist before I started streaming because I was just listening to that. I was listening to that, and the PS5 has one game. And it put like Bad Boy. Oh my god, what else? It put Bad Boy. Bad Boy's the one that like stuck out to me immediately, and I'm like, yes. Everything started pouring back to me. Sorry, my ear fell off. What was the other? There was another one. There's another extremely, like, I listened to this in 2007, like, every night song. Hold on. Every Time We Touch. There we go. One game. Dude, I was debating. So I didn't stream the PlayStation 5 Absolute State of Play, right? I was debating on announcing it and just leaving a link to the to that video. I really should have done it, but I was really busy at the time. Liked you in the Anime Boomercast. That was fun. Thanks. Glad you enjoyed it. I really don't care for podcasts very much. I used to just drink through them when I went on them. But I like streaming with like Spooky's podcast with Gator. Yo, thank you Mega Cube 6 for the sub, dude. I appreciate it. And I like streaming. I like Necro's podcast. I don't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. But Necro's podcast is also fun. Mostly just because like I know those guys really well, so I feel like it's very natural. What'd you say, La Spada? Oh, we only like God is a girl. No, that's I don't think I've heard that one. I don't think I've heard that one. Thank you very much for the membership, Alpha. Song parodies about PlayStation not having games are the only good thing to come out of the console wars. I 100% agree. That's culture there, right? That's gonna be a landmark. People are gonna dig that shit up in a billion years. Be like, what was this PS5 thing? I think at least with Resident Evil 4 remake has a main team behind it instead of being outsourced like Resi 3. I would generally agree with the sentiment, but my biggest thing with Resi 4 was apparently they were doing something like they were sticking to like the original, like, oh, we're actually going to just redeliver the game again. And then Capcom was like, no, make it something different. And now it seems like we're getting a super like gritty take. And like the thing that's always been fun to me as an observer of Resi 4 is kind of the campiness of it. So I don't know how that's gonna go. Also, we're not gonna see Ashley boob jiggle. We're not gonna see Ashley butt. I mean, I'm not feeling too happy about this one, guys. Or at least her panties is probably what I should have said. We might see her butt, barely. I can't believe it's only been 2 days and Frontier's already begun showing up by open world Street Fighter being a Yakuza game. Yeah, so the thing is with Street Fighter 6, it kind of looked like it was gonna have like a final fight type of thing going on, where it would have like an open world type thing where you could fight stuff. That's interesting. The thing is for Street Fighter 6, I was really not feeling the way Chun-Li looks when I immediately saw her. And to be fair, I still think she has like a bit of a weird alien face. Maybe I should pull her up. But I found out 6 is taking place after 3, which means Chun-Li is like 50 years old, and damn, she's looking pretty good for 50, bro. I might have to consider this Gussie. I have two IGN windows open, and that's never good. There's just something kind of off about her. I think Street Fighter. So usually I like when they're like, oh, we're gonna make the Asian character look extremely Asian. Like I love what they did to Sora in KH4, right? But tuners, on the other hand, I don't know. I think it's just something weird about with the art style of Street Fighter 6. Hold on. Because, like... Oh, dude, I fucking hate the WebP format. I want to talk to the man who made WebP. I just... I want to have a street fight with him, dude. Thank you so much for that membership. I appreciate it. Welcome back to the club, my dude. We are one step closer to Sonic Generations in VR. Holy fuck, I don't know how to grab this. Ugh, God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna take a shitty screenshot of a screenshot. Cool. WebP is the worst format ever invented. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I just, something is off about her face. Again, I kind of like the design in terms of her dress and stuff, because I'm like, oh yeah, 50-year-old Asian woman would dress like this. WebP, yeah. I swear if I hate WebP so much. Yeah, dude, exactly. My man Baku gets it. P stands for poo-poo. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about this face. She has butt physics and her body looks nice. And again, damn, she is looking fine for, I don't know, pushing 50, right? But I don't know. Something's off about the face. I don't know. Maybe she's just wearing a lot of makeup. Uncanny, but if she's old, I can let it slide, right? Like me knowing that she's 50, I'm like, all right. I understand a little bit. Wish I could find another screenshot of her. If I save this image, it's gonna be WebP. Of course it fucking is! When did this happen? Dude, what the fuck is going? Street Fighter 6. If I just type in render, will I get a decent? I'm so mad. Whatever. Type in Street Fighter 6 Chun-Li on Google. You do it. I'm done. I only run into them on stream when I don't need it. She still got... Yeah, no, her butt jiggles. She got that. She got them ass physics, dude. Fucking... what's that big boy from Street Fighter 4? The dude with the tummy that bounces and, like, covers himself in the sauce. That man walked so Chun-Li's ass could run. Alright, I'm talking. Alright, maybe I will go find her. Dude, this shouldn't be this hard. Like, there are a bunch of screenshots coming up from it, but they're all like not focused on her. It's just like she's out of frame, and it's like this isn't helpful. You know, what if I type it into Twitter, some horny motherfucker. If I type Chun-Li into Twitter, some horny motherfucker. will help me out here. Oh yeah, he will. Dude, first fucking post. Alright. Hold on. Give me a moment. Oh man, I get to sign into my friend's account. Great start to the stream, by the way. Very on topic I've been. Anyway, to explain everything we've talked about in the last, like, 3 minutes. Here you go. Design, butt jiggle. All the questions have been answered. Will you be streaming Summer Games? Yeah, I love Jeff Keighley. I love Jeff Keighley and the Muppet Show. It's my favorite band. I'm super excited for Summer Games Fest. I love doing these like live reaction type things. It's just really fun. It's like hanging out with friends and be like, oh man, because I used to always watch E3 and shit, like in front of a TV couch with a bunch of people. Closest I'm gonna get to that. Yeah, the more Star gave her a bit more slender eyes and makes her feel a bit off, but it's not bad. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. I just think there's something off about Street Fighter 6's art style in general. I think it's because it's like a cartoon proportion-y, but realistic, so it's like that weird mesh. Because again, I usually like when they're like, we're making this Asian character as Asian as possible, right? Like, I love how Sora has progressively become more Asian in Square Enix games. But again, maybe just because she's old. I don't know. When people wear a lot of makeup, they kind of look uncanny, and that's kind of the vibe I get from her. I don't know if that's purposeful or not. Was there anything interesting at the absolute state of play? There was one game, unironically. Final Fantasy 16 looks pretty good. Combat looks really nice. Street Fighter 6, again, I'm not a fighting game person, but there's something there. Like, I think it looks cool. That's it. Spider-Man PS5 coming to PC after they announced it would never come to PC or Xbox consoles. That was exciting for me. I'm really excited to mod out that ugly face they gave. They made him look like fucking Scott DeWaz in the PS5. I feel unfortunate I put those two sentences together, but I really hate the way he looks in PS5. Like the way he looks on the PS4 original for Spider-Man. It just looks so much more like your everyday like guy. He looks more mature for his age. Like in PS5, it looks like Mary Jane's grooming like a fucking high school boy. Yeah, I didn't mean to call Scott ugly. That wasn't what I meant to imply. Tom Holland face. Yeah, exactly. This PS5 Spider-Man models are awful. 60 seconds. All right, we're gonna turn off the Dragon Balls, and wait in silence. So this thing right here, this you can't see my mouse. Okay, so I'm circling the Sonic on the screen right now. That doesn't give me much hope. Like that looks like a I don't know. I mean, it's a still frame, but that kind of worries me immediately. Because again, my biggest problem with this game is all the animations are so stilted, so boring, so lifeless. My favorite thing about Sonic is how much personality he has, right? So that's, I didn't even really think of this. One thing I also noticed going back and looking at the footage from yesterday, there's a lot of weird automation in those levels, right? Because it's like an open world you want to fully explore. But I didn't really think about it, but they still have the like, oh, you touch a dash pad that bounces you into a dash pad that bounces you into a dash pad. It's very weird. I saw a lot of people complaining about the rails, and to be honest, I think that's a bit too much. Like boost type gameplay, I feel like hasn't been super heavy on the rail. Like your first inclination when you're on a rail anyway is to boost. So momentum and stuff isn't really the biggest thing on rails, I would say, that I care about. But in general, everything still is weirdly automated, which seems I don't know the word, just not cohesive to an open world. It doesn't work well. I want to say something, but I could seriously trouble for saying it in public. You know, NDAs. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't get you in trouble. Don't get me. I probably won't get me in trouble, but don't get yourself in trouble. It's like that fucking the old Wooly gif. You know, the shut the fuck up. Yeah, like quiet. Be good. Be good. In Vogue. That's not. I mean, maybe that's not what I was looking for. Okay. Alright, here we go. This thing is like, this fucking opening thing is super loud. And it's like a complete opposite volume of like the rest of this shit. Space Wooly. Wooly's the only good super best friend, as we found out over the years. The gameplay they showed looked about 30% done. I agree, but the problem is it comes out in like 6 months. If it was an older build, I'll be like, yeah. I've seen a lot of people on like social media copening be like, oh, they have to delay it. And I mean, I agree, they probably should, but I don't think they are gonna delay it again. A lot of the problems they seem dead set on doing, because like I think the Forces animations are a huge problem, right? Because they're just so lifeless, and if they're not going to use the better animations from the games they previously made, or make these more full of life, like, you know what I mean, like more expressive, more animation, they seem dead set on not doing that. S3 says they won't. Future, are you saying Wooly's one of the good ones? I would in fact say Wooly is one of the good ones. Man, I hope we'll see a teaser for Shao the Hedgehog 2 in this. I don't think we're gonna see seeing much of Shadow. He doesn't have any friends, so he won't be showing up to this. The Force's gameplay is a bigger problem. I don't know how much I'd say it plays like Forces. I think it plays fairly different. I think that's why this game is more exciting, and I do use that term loosely, but I do find myself more interested in this than Lost World or Forces. I would say the biggest problem is like the level design. Just like the random rails in the sky. Why wouldn't you do something like Angel Island where you just have like shit up there? Oh dude, idle animation.
Continues on with yet another look at Sonic Frontiers gameplay. This time focusing on combat. Sonic is up against an all-new set of baddies, some of which are among the most massive bosses we've ever seen in a Sonic game. Fortunately, Sonic's got some new.
That's not true. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's already not true.
Because we've got a full hands-on
that's not true.
And interviews from
You've never played a Sonic game.
For now, though, enjoy the combat of Sonic Frontiers.
Idle animation, yeah, you gotta set your expectations. Wow. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. Why is it so stilted? Like, again, it's a thing I'm reiterating with everything, but it's like it's a problem with everything. I guess the idea is to like show impact, but you gotta do more, right? Like adding those animations for that one thing, like, you know, that's something you would do. Again, they're just spinning his downward. I don't know. He stands in place while doing attacks. Yeah, exactly. Again, I said it last time too. It's like in Generations and stuff, when he would run with his, you know, arms behind, they would move around more. He would breathe. Dude, Sonic has a dodge roll? See, like, some of this shit's cool, right? Like, I've always said that like combat could work well with a Sonic game. You know, you kind of have like a DMC light type thing with, because Sonic's all about style and speed. So you could definitely do it. And I like this idea conceptually. It reminds me a lot of Arceus, right? Pokemon Arceus. Like, shit looks so awkward in that game sometimes. even though I like what they're theoretically trying to do. Yeah, the animations need more follow through, yeah. Because you can have like lower animation frames, like, you know, you take like Spider-Verse is the example everyone uses now. You can use low amount of moving frames to convey like impact and shit. But you need to like really stylize around it. You can't just like hold the model and do nothing else. Dynamic camera. You say that, but it's actually nice to have a Sonic game where I can move the camera around again. Again, I like the concept of everything, but it looks so unfinished. Mod and better music. I liked the music yesterday. It was really somber. I think it... My worry with the music is, like, I could see myself enjoying most of it, but if it's all this fucking shit, where it all sounds the same and, like, very low energy, no thank you, right? Like, I want my blood pumping and shit. I'm actually quite surprised the internet in general seems to be pretty negative on this, from what we've seen. I'm so used to, like, whenever you criticize literally anything Sonic, or with most companies, people just be like, no, you can't, you're entitled. So I guess people have some standard, which is nice. I just wanted a Sonic game where I can play the Sonic CD intro. I would say Unleashed is the closest to that. Honestly, like, the stuff in this game that this has kind of has that type of thing, because it's like Sonic can, like, you know, slide down walls and stuff, parkour. Like, again, the movement in this game, conceptually, is fun. But the problem is it looks really stilted and it doesn't feel like anything has momentum to it. Like, so in Mario Odyssey, right? Did you see that? How he stopped running up there for a minute, by the way? In Mario Odyssey, when you're going down hills and stuff, it's very momentum based. So it's weird that, like, Sonic doesn't even have, like, that. That bird flew through the room. Yeah, and again, there was one frame where he just stopped running and fell back. So yeah, he started floating up front. Why did Eggman, like, put Sonic here? I am very curious, because for me the story is, like, the main thing that's, like, I feel like that's gonna at least be good. I hedged all my bets on that. For the minimal story an open world game could have anyway. Yo, can we get some moderation in the chat room, please? Calling Twerkster the mode. What's the story of all bets? Oh, well, I talked about this yesterday. I think, like, all of Sonic's friends are captured, at least Amy, because she's, like, communicating with them at points. Also, they said this is the biggest boss we've had in a Sonic game. I know I made fun of that immediately, but, like, this is not even close. I think like the majority of Sonic games have bigger bosses than this. Oh, we're already done? Oh boy. That was just a bunch of cheap Forces animations. That's it. I expected nothing and I'm still disappointed. That was, like, literally the exact same thing we saw. I don't know. I'm just gonna go back and have this on in the background. Excuse me. This was no different than what we saw from the very initial preview.
Enjoy the combat.
Honestly. No combat music or anything. Where's the dun 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 dun? 0 out of 10. God. I don't really know what to say. Right? Like, again, it's like I like when he jumps up and does like the sonic wind and then shoots the winds, like, and that's kind of cool too. The animations that actually have like effects and shit on them. But again, I compared it to Arceus, and I feel very much the same, like, in the way that I looked at Arceus, where everything kind of felt unfinished still and like very early. It felt like a test for something else. Like, again, if this was early on, if this was like, oh, it's a 2023 game, I'd be like, oh yeah, no, I can see what this can become, right? Because it's not that everything's super awful. It's like the execution just isn't very good. Because I've always wanted a Sonic game with like actual combat. I think that's a fun idea. Sonic versus nuts. The combat that isn't automatic cinematic moves just seems kind of sad. Yeah, exactly. We did, so I do want to mention we did see an Eggman ship in yesterday's trailer, like just in the background or something. So he's involved somewhat, which, you know, is obvious. But again, so my biggest thing is like these rails that are just randomly in the sky, dude. Is that a bunch of poppin'? Yeah, there's a shit ton of pop. There's a shit ton of poppin'. I think there might be more in this trailer than the other one. But my thing is with like the rails in the sky, right? Like right there. See, like why don't you have like an Angel Island type thing going on where it's like all connected to like a mass? That looks so much nice. Or because like sometimes rails in Sonic games are like in like the sky, but they're usually connected with things, right? At least somewhat. And especially with this, because there's so much, it's like you couldn't have done anything. I don't know. I mean, like last stream, I don't want to be too negative when something's not out. But like, I think being overly positive when something doesn't look good is actually worse. Ugh. Also, hello, Spooky. Didn't see you there. It's like fine-ish. I hope there's like more abilities or something. Yeah, there's so much that worries me is the thing, right? If it was just like one or two things, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably like, okay, I could see how they could fix that up. I'm not even sure what's like, because it's like there's 6 months. I'm like, what is the one thing I want changed? And I guess it's just the animations. Like if I had to pick one thing out of all my problems. Because again, it's the thing I harp on, probably to the point of like redundancy. But like that right there, like that is so, like, come on, Sonic Chronicles got this right, dudes. Fucking Sonic Heroes, you spin Sonic in a ball and he makes a tornado. They just flipped his kick animation upside down, or like, spin it. One of the strongest aspects of Sonic has always been the music, yeah. And again, I wouldn't mind a track or two like this. I like atmospheric tracks. My problem with open world games in general is like it's all atmosphere and no energy. And I don't know how well, like it feels like it's trying too hard. Like a lot of games try to ape Breath of the Wild, but like it feels like it's trying too hard. I would much rather see like, and we said this yesterday, like if Sonic was like in an open world city level, I think that would be sick. I think that would be much more suited to the character, much more interesting, something you don't really see. I kind of wish that was what we do it. Twerk! Where is she? Someone do this woman's job. There we go. The motion blur is kind of throwing me. I hate motion blur. Motion blur is like my most hated thing in gaming. I like that there's a dodge, by the way. I like when games have dodges that slow down the game for a moment. One thing that bothers me a lot about this gameplay, it could just be an IGN thing, because anytime IGN has a Sonic game at all, it's like they don't know how to hold down the boost button. But like Sonic never goes fast in any of these trailers. He just kind of like just walking. he just taps the boost instead of actually boosting. They're hiding Amy because they gave her a side shave haircut. Not funny, didn't laugh. That's a threat. Also there, he kind of just falls. It's really weird what they've chosen for this, because this is like, you're showing off the game. Why are you... It makes me more worried when something's showing off the game and it's like, I see a lot of problems, because I'm like, that means there's probably more, right? Like they were like, this is what we're gonna show the people. There's probably worse. Just walking by it. Before it gets on my it's time. Yeah, YouTube does need to fix it. I mean, YouTube is fixing a lot of their streaming things. Like, we have member gifts coming soon, which is really cool. Speaking of, the next stream is a member stream, so if you'd like to participate, please become a member. Elden Ring follows me everywhere I go. That's probably not a bad thing. Just don't hug any women. Might get a debuff. Does the Sonic adventure explain why there are humans in the same world as Sonic? Because like before it was only Eggman. No. They're the official canon is that it's a big world. Different parts are some places are like basically like a human colony, I guess you would call it, like an animal colony. So animals only live on one part of the thing mostly. It's kind of racist when you think about it. But no, there's always the official canon now is there's always been humans and animals everywhere, and that's how like Ian Flynn's won it. For a while, Izuka said there were two entirely different worlds, one of human and one of animals, which made no fucking sense. But that's Izuka. He never makes fucking sense. An open world casino world? Sounds like a gacha game. Sounds like a very bad gacha game. Dude, what is with... Do I have... I don't have high enough view counts to get these bots. Okay, hold on. Alright, we're gonna put on the big guns. Give me a moment. I can like ban all of these at once. I have the power. It just takes an obtusely long time to do so. The game looks like it, but my only issue is that it doesn't flow very much. Yeah, that's I think I have a few issues, but my biggest is easily the animations and stuff feeling very stilted, which, you know, kind of goes into that whole flow thing. Users, there we go. Susan, fix your fucking platform, please. All right, the scary robots shouldn't bother us anymore. It's just Dead Rising 2. I remember when Dead Rising was a good series. Tragic. An entire game seems like a bunch of pace breakings to take attention from the lifeless boost movement mechanics. Yeah. See, the thing is, like, an open world Sonic game could be really fun, especially if it was momentum based, right? Because, you know, we have all these like hills and stuff you boost up, roll down. I mean, a lot of fan games. Sonic GT is the one I've been bringing up because it's the one that always sticks with me. Like, it super takes advantage of that. I remember running through those games levels and it was like, you'd like stomp and then you see a slope, you go down. Just a bunch of cool tricks and stuff. And like this game, like it has the right ideas, right? Like you can do tricks off of stuff. The combat should theoretically be stylish, but it's all executed in the most like, we didn't care, right? Utopia's still in development. Utopia's a bit different in that it's like, I mean for the momentum stuff, yeah, that's still a good example for that kind of thing for sure. I was more talking about they included like a lot of modern mechanics. Why does this world need to look so uninspired like Unreal Engine 5 demo? Well, they hired the man. I feel like I was a bit more positive on it. I was like, it looks a bit better than Sega Hire This Man. But like, the more I'm seeing, it's like, no, they hired the man. They gave him a resume. Is that like a lock on? Does Sonic have a lock on? And like, I like stuff like the whole like circle them, shoots them in the air. Like, I think that would technically be cool. But I feel like Sonic should move around faster. Like, he kind of goes slow. Sonic wire bug mechanic. Oh god. Man, yeah. I was kind of hoping this would make me feel more positive. I feel like this made me more negative on the game. I don't know. Maybe, again, complaining's good. It's rare companies will actually listen. Also, yeah, that bird did go through it. The weird spawning of these hawks is so odd, right? Like, it's the idea to make this world feel more alive, but it's actively distracting because it's randomly like, oh, here's a hawk PNG for a little bit, and then it's gone. They don't even really move. Like, those seagulls, I think, fluttered. But the hawk that just randomly comes in, it's the same hawk constantly. It's distracted. There's so many weird little things. Like, this feels like if this was like a fan game, I'd be like, that's kind of impressive, but no, like, this is like full-on company product. Saving memory? I mean, I guess so. It might be because they're like, oh, we need the game to run on the Switch, so we have to super compromise this game. That might unironically be it. I wonder. But then again, that implies they would actually care how well it runs on the Switch, which I'm not so sure. Also, this robot's got some thick hips, huh? Nice. Saw people defending the guy that fucked up the baby puzzle on Twitter. Yeah, that sounds like Twitter. That's what I'm talking about, though. These people defend anything, dude. It's like people don't have religion anymore, so they treat companies as it, right? So they have to be like die hard. You can't criticize it. So I remember when people were first complaining about the Sonic model, people are like, oh, Sonic fans, they're reusing assets. Don't let them know about this, and that. And it's like, most companies reuse assets, but usually they reuse something that's like good quality. They make it good enough to reuse. Where Sonic, it's like, we know they have better animations. We know they have better models. So why do they keep going back? Huh. How long was this, by the way? This wasn't even 7 minutes. This was 5.5 minutes of gameplay. They're really fucking milking this, dude. Like, why wouldn't they just release this all at once? I miss the werehog. I miss my butt on dun 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 dun. Be more exciting than just kind of really chill. Yeah, no, that's like the stupid overworld type boss that you're gonna run into 1,000 times. That pop-in's really bad right there. Holy shit. Why did you show this off, Sega? What were you thinking? Right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at look at that. It's not even far away. Like, it's right there. Oh man, sky rails. Oh man. I feel like I should stop. I want to get nitpicky at this point. Skill rails from so far. Yeah, right? I feel it would also be better if there was like say like a button. Like a button right up here, and this made the rails activate in the sky. That would be way less intrusive, I feel like, right? That'd probably look aesthetically better. But again, I feel like the best thing they could have done is have like an Angel Island situation where they had like these, you know, little land platforms floating with kind of like the spiky things. I can see my mouse now. Like stalactite type things on the bottom. I think that would look like very nice scenery and would look more Sonic than this, right? Because this looks like someone in the chat said Unreal 5 demo. Like this does just kind of look like a random grass. Like Eggman was like, "Ah, Sonic, I'm sending you to Brazil or New Zealand or I don't know geography, green place, Iceland." Because this doesn't look Sonic, right? It's like higher than man, yeah. So they could release some Silent Hill fog. Yeah, that would make it more atmospheric. Be something. But yeah, I mean, I guess this says a lot about the combat, right? Like, we stopped talking about it immediately and went to everything else. I hired this man, Sonic! The big girl is probably an equivalent of a Skyrim dragon. Yeah, that totally. The movie had better level. The movie did have better level design. The like ice place that was like ice cap and shit. I can't get over this spin. I can't get over this fucking spin. Oh my god. You can put anyone in there and I probably wouldn't know what the difference is, yeah. I was ragging on Pokemon Arceus earlier, but I guess Arceus at least has a style, even if it's not that strong. Again, I think the only place that's going to feel Sonic is, again, one section that's going to play an atmospheric version of Green Hill Zone, and it's just going to have the checkerboard pattern on, like, a wall or something. And you're going to be like, ah, the thing I know! Imagine how modded this is going to be. I'm interested to see what will happen, because I know, Chaos X, or Chow X, whatever, the guy who did Project 06 is already making his own open world Sonic thing, and it looks visually better, I will say. I mean, I guess this is going to be a fun mod playground. I guess you're right about that, but I feel like that's always kind of sad. But I guess it depends, because Sonic Colors Ultimate is made in Godot. And, like, no one mods that game because no one fucking cares about it. But I guess it's because, like, Unleashed exists, and it's like, oh, I'd rather just play Unleashed, and that makes sense. This is different, so I guess no matter how mid it is, it'll probably find an audience in terms of using it as a toolbox. Is this a better game than Big the Cat? Unironically, Big's Big World? Hold on. Let's go back. Big's Big World might be a better open world Sonic game. I'd rather play this, to be honest. This looks like a Sonic game. You're so right. like, I'm not even saying that to be funny. I feel like this is a better game. It's got music, it's got the city. It's got Big the Cat. It's got movement options. Does it have fishing? Yeah, it actually does have fishing. I played this for the mod, the Sonic Packing Fan Contest game. I don't know if he's gonna fish in here, but yeah, you can fish. You're super big, by the way. Do you guys think they're gonna make us pay for Supersonic? Think they're gonna try that shit again, like they did with Sonic Forces? They hired the wrong man! He was right there! Yeah, see, you can fish here. Oh yeah, here we go. He's fishing. Looked like he's coming out of his little beepy hole. That was an awkward fishing act. Yeah, look at that. Where's the rod, dude? That's just... That's wrong.
Oh, now what am I gonna do?
I should play this again, maybe. Again, starting out, unironically, this game is fun once you get all the movement options, but like starting out is pretty rough. Yeah. Oh. Well, how is gameplay more higher to the red tiers? This man cared. He's a happy fisherman. Big's alright, so this is like a very lively animation too, unironically, right? Like the way he just kind of like waddles around and like he jiggles a bit. There's a lot of life in him. He's full of life, that Big. Love to see it. Not Sonic though, apparently. He's so bad. Oh. I don't understand how Sonic Team has all these fan games, just ignores all the good ideas, right? I do think Frontiers reminds me a lot of fan games. Again, and Frontiers has good ideas, it's just execution is not great. Because again, if Sonic Frontiers was a fan game, I'd be like, oh yeah, I see what you're doing. That's pretty cool. But it's the fact is like they have the entire budget of a company. It's like they should be doing better. Sonic was tortured for months at Eggman's prison. That's true. That's true. But he was fine, so don't worry about that. Now we're interested in replaying this. Actually. Look at that. Look at all that. Look at all that style. Look at all that substance. Big's big personality, dude. Soul. Yes. There's so many things with Frontiers: the washed out colors, the weird nonsensical level design, the lack of music on a Sonic game, the lack of speed is also a big fucking issue. Yeah, I feel like that game can be fast. I feel like it's holding back, right? Because again, they don't even hold the boost button, which is really weird. I honestly didn't even realize this game had so many fucking zones. That's crazy. That's crazy. Glad this turned into a stream about Big's big. Did he boost underwater? Yeah, I mean Sonic can boost underwater. Oh, he's got the oxygen. That's cool. I didn't know that was a thing either. This game fucking it's blowing me away. Wish I could say the same about Frontiers. He's actually pressing different buttons. My favorite movement option in this, unironically, is the belly flop. Just bouncing that and building up speed. Because you can do it like from the beginning too. This new Sonic game looks good. Alright. Well, I think we had our fun. I think I don't need to summarize my thoughts about today. Let's hope things change. I mean, it's like I don't want to say Sega listening is completely out of the question, but it's like I still doubt it. Again, it feels like most of the stuff I and others have problems with are specifically chosen decisions. What's going on here? What is this? As the Sonic Frontiers. Thank you for the 5 months, Gobi. Welcome to the end of the stream. Made the cat so cool. Yeah, I wish I could say this is Sonic Frontiers. If Sega showed up with this, I'd be like, whew, good golly gosh. That's a Sonic game. Gameplay was sad that the stream just turned to fawning over attention into detail and focus on fun fan game. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I wish... I know I keep saying this, but like I'm like fixated on the idea now of Sonic having an open world city game. That should be amazing. Oh, dude, they had the PewDiePie bridge in this game. Look at that. That's where he said the word. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for coming. I had fun. Again, I always love streaming these live events. Even if we don't see the most exciting things. So when does Summer Game Fest start, by the way? I'm gonna be streaming a lot over the next couple of weeks. June 9th. Okay, June 9th. That is a date. What is today? 3rd. Okay, so yeah, I'll be streaming the 4th. But that's just for members. That's for members game nights. I think I'm playing Mario Kart. Playing a game. I don't remember which one. Wednesday it's Kingdom Hearts, and then Thursday we'll be back for Summer Games Fest. Wow, okay. I gotta get my Unleashed video done. Alright. Hire another man, Sega. He's right here. But yeah, I had fun. Hope you guys still had a good time. Managed to go. We turned 5 minutes into an hour. That's pretty impressive. That's like actual YouTube strats right there. See that skyscraper? You can belly flop on it. PewDiePie spread the good word. Hello, David. I'm ending the stream, but thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Apparently, someone leaked out the character for Street Fighter like a few hours ago after the trailer. Yeah, some of those designs look really nice. Others, questionable, I will say. Thanks for streaming if I join late. Always happy to see you show up. Y'all should get some sleeping gummies if you're gonna have trouble with all the streaming. I actually probably should. Again, I didn't sleep because I was like, well, I'm not. Game explain moment. I was like, I could get 3 hours of sleep, or I could just stay up reading manga and then stream. That's how enough here. Any plans for Saturday? Yeah, Saturday is again the game night. Which game it is? I don't know. I think it's Mario. For members, as always, if you want to join those game nights, become a member. Also helps you get to the goal of watching play Sonic Unleashed in the first person, which should be another nightmare for me. That first stream was really fun for VR. The second one, oh, it was. I never knew how bad Sonic had it. Hey, at least it's better than streaming yourself eating while watching other YouTube videos. The critical mindset, or the Hassan mindset, or the every Twitch streamer mindset. I definitely agree with that. Okay, I'm done. Have a good one. See you Saturday or Wednesday, or Ken is Terry now. I like Ken's design. Ken's one of the designs I really like. Goodbye.